could have done in my life.
That's great, man. That's great. Actually, what is the difference between the education of Pakistani system and the American system? Because I have heard about a lot of things that if you are studying in America, then you need to serve in development as well. They didn't give you the degree as well. You are doing that. When you serve in development, in research development, then you can get your degree as well. But in Pakistan, we have educational institutions, a lot of educational institutions, but we do not have even single counseling institution.
Yes. So I think the difference is that when I was, and I have nothing against the system because, I think that it has changed a lot now. But
Really?
still what I feel is,
Okay.
I'm
Actually, you
trying
are
to
living in
be.
America, so I think
No, no, no.
not living in
I'll
Pakistan.
tell you.
Actually, ma'am,
I'll tell
actually, there
you.
is no
My
will.
daughter had a very
Actually,
fun
with all due respect, there is no will to change. I don't know what was the reason behind.
No.
We can definitely discuss these
Yeah,
things
my
off
daughter.
air, but they don't want to change the system of education.
No, no, I'll tell you because
Okay.
I'm going to give you an example. I think when I was in Pakistan, I couldn't find the right career for myself because I was a very average student. Average student in the, so my parents, all Asian parents, they have this mindset, doctor banana hai bachchi ko, she
Yeah.
has to be a doctor.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, my father put me in the medical field and I didn't want to do it. So as a part of that, I just became a rebel. But then, I was really good at math. I was really good at physics, so I maybe wanted to go towards engineering, but they put me in biology, and I didn't want to do that. But then I didn't unfortunately have such good teachers. Maybe if I had good teachers, I could have. But then when I was doing my other studies, they didn't really. I just did it for the sake of passing through the system, but I don't think they really engage you, and we just get degrees, but we don't get the education that we need. When I came here, for me it was like a whole enlightening experience because now not only did I get my degree, I also know my field because I was able to research it, I was able to go in depth, and I don't have to like ratify everything,
Yeah.
like learn it by heart. I have to actually know my matter. I'm going to give you another example. My daughter, there was family pressure. So, her father put her into a medical school in Pakistan. So now she studied here in America and they put her in Shifa and she couldn't do it. She said, Ma, it is horrible. And the teachers are horrible. I'm sorry to say, I have nothing against anybody, but this is what my daughter said. She said, America, it was totally different.
Yeah.
They respect you. They respect you.
I'm actually
The way
defending
that
your
they
sister as
talk.
well. I'm defending your daughter as well. Sorry.
Daughter,
Ha.
yeah, she said they respect you. They
Yeah.
give you love. They give you care. They give you chances. In Pakistan, they don't. And the way
They
they
give
used
you
to talk to my
opportunities as well,
daughter.
man.
Yeah,
In
the way
Pakistan,
they
we are
talk to
not
my
getting
daughter.
opportunities from the government side, from
No,
the private sector. If you have a reference or a big call in your bag, then you can easily get
yeah.
everything whatever you want.
And
I'm
we
sorry to
were
say,
paying
but it's true.
like the fee of an international student. And she didn't get, and she had anxiety. So the more
Yeah.
they were being like, the more they were talking loud to her, क्योंकि हमारा एक culture है ना कि चीखना है हमने
Hmm.
हमने जब तक हम टीचर चीखेगी नहीं तब तक बच्चे को समझ नहीं आएगी, and you have to shame the kids, right? So she couldn't take that, and you know what, she ended up leaving medical school. And
Hmm.
I wrote an email to the school and I told them, I said, as a Pakistani going to America and being very successful over there, I think I am successful. I've been here for 20 some years, and I have always made a very, very good, career over here. But my daughter, she left everything from there, and look at what you did to her. She's more anxious, she's more depressed, and she doesn't want to go. She's never ever going to come back to
Yeah.
a Pakistani school or recommend anybody. So she went. She's now in Istanbul, at a university, and alhamdulillah, she's going to finish next year. So, I mean, this is how it is. I'm sorry to say, but we really
Okay.
need to work on our
Okay, ma'am. I
educational
got
system.
actually your point. So what do you think? It's a problem of the legislation that we are not due to pass any legislation about the education system, or you know.
So I just want to point out one more thing. This education system also leads into our special needs kids. It is for me to place my kids in inclusive setting right now, because all of my kids, they are going to special schools or they're coming to clinical settings. And because of this reason, I'm not able to put my kids into schools because nobody is open to take them. And it's been such a big struggle for me. I can't even tell you. I'm going to give you one more example. I had a child, I went to school because I have bases. So, nobody wants to bring their kids to that Montessori, typically developing kids. And we want our kids to be in a regular school.
Yeah.
So I went a school and I asked them, can you give me a franchise of your school? Because I thought if I get their franchise, any big schools, that you have and I said that
Can they
we
start
just want to
criticizing
place
you?
our special. They said no.
Yeah.
They said no. So
Because
I
you
am
want to change
so,
the
I was
system
so,
actually, so they don't want you. This
I
is the
wanted,
point.
they don't want me to change the system.
Yeah, exactly. This
They
is the
don't want to change the system.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. With an impressive array of
This
qualifications, how do you ensure ongoing professional development, and how do these diverse qualifications contribute to your expertise in your current role as an EI specialist?
So, so continuing education is that we have to constantly educate ourselves. So right now, one is that my doctoral degree is really helping me because, I do a lot of research for that. So I'm done with my coursework. I'm only working on my dissertation right now. And secondly, I constantly go to conferences to educate myself. So like we have a conference coming up in March and then April. So I keep on going to that so that I keep on developing, my skills. The early intervention part in Illinois is such that for behavior analysts, not only do we have to do we also have to do their assessments, developmental assessments.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different than behavior analysis. So, for this purpose, we have to look into, I'm sorry, this is my
No
cat.
problem.
So, for this purpose, we have to look into doing those developmental assessments and learning them, how to like Vineland and, the BDIs and the Portage and these kind of assessments we have to learn. So I keep on going for those. Even if I've learned a skill, I relearn it again. I go to those workshops again because there are a lot of new things coming out. So I want to retrain myself and I want to relearn those skills.
Yeah. Actually, you are in learning phase so far. This is a success.
Yeah.
When
So
someone comes to us,
we cannot stop learning. And I tell everybody, like even my therapists that are in Pakistan or over here, if I find that they have something good and they know more than me, I'm going to sit with them and learn, because I always tell them, everybody is my teacher. I can never know everything. And I think that's what makes everybody successful, because we have to be humble and open to learning.
but right now, when someone comes to us and says, you are doing this thing, if you do like this, you can be successful in the life. And we said, no, he's actually getting jealous from my personality.
Yeah. No, I think we should always be open to constructive feedback. And I think that my success is because I always, when they emailed me and they said, like 2 weeks ago, I got an email from the Health Conference 2.0, which is like an international conference all over the world.